We almost there, Vikings fans. We almost there. This is training camp week. We have training camp starting in 6 days. Okay, next Saturday, July 29th is the first day of training camp. What I want to do in this video, man, I'm going to talk about some of the matchups, some of the battles, that I'm going to be looking forward to. And y'all make sure y'all participate, man. Drop something down in the comment section, man. Let me know how you feel. Before we get started, though, man, I got to give a big shout out to everybody that's rocking with the channel and has been rocking with the channel this whole time, man. I just felt like I had to take some time out to thank y'all. Don't forget, week 1, man, we will be in Minnesota, man, for SKOL Fest. We have SKOL Fest going down at Northeast Palace. Y'all make sure y'all are there, man, from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. We're going to be doing ticket giveaways for the game the following day. We're going to be giving away jerseys, man. It's just going to be lit, bro. So if you in the city, pull up. You get to meet R.A. Peasy. You get to meet Yogi, SK, Dave, Day, Jamie, goddamn Casey, man, just everybody, man. My boy SKOL Mafia, man, my SKOL bro, man. You know what I'm saying? So that gonna be in the building, man. The list just goes on and on, man. I don't want to leave nobody out, but y'all understand the vibes, right? So you got to be there if you're in the city. But let's talk about this training camp, man, and what's gonna happen, right? To me, we're going to start out with the quarterbacks. We'll go down a couple of the positions, right? So the quarterbacks, there's not much to talk about. We know that Kirk Cousins is going to be the starter. That's obvious, right? Jaron Mahomes. It almost came out naturally. I don't know, man. I don't know. It seemed like that. It seemed like we need to do a name change, man. We might have to go to the courthouse. But no, man, Jaron Hall, you feel me? We expect to just see preseason, see what he can do. See if there is any glimmer of hope, if there is any. Let Kevin O'Connell be transparent with us as fans and let us know, like, hey, he's doing good, which, 9 times out of 10 when he has his press conferences, he's going to say that Jaron's looking really good. He's learning the playbook fast. He's going to hype him up, although he might not be him, but we'll see. The evidence will come out. Why? Because we get to watch him during preseason. And if he can't do it in preseason, kind of like what Kellen Mond did, we can make our determination that, okay, next draft, we need to go after a quarterback or we're extending Kurt, whatever the case may be. But quarterback battles, not really going to be a battle there, but excited to see what Jaron Hall can do. Jaron, Mahomes, Hall, you know what I mean, right? All right, but the next one, man, we're going to talk about the running backs. Now, when it comes to the running backs, we know that Alexander Mattison got his deal. Dalvin Cook probably not coming back, although I would want him to come back, but probably not going to happen. And then we have Ty Chandler, we have Kene, we have McBride, and there's going to be a little battle there. Now, I think for the most part, Alexander Mattison has it in the bag, right? I think the only battles that's going to be happening in that department is going to be who's going to, assist Alexander Mattison. Who's going to be the Alexander Mattison of last year, right? Who's going to come in every couple downs a game or something when Mattison needs to take a break and be productive for the team. Who's going to do that? I think Ty Chandler and McBride are going to be the ones battling for that position. Now, we have wide receivers, right? Wide receivers is a little sticky already off the rip, right? Why? Because you have your first round draft pick, Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison gets caught with a speeding ticket, doing 140 and a 55. We talked about that, right? Not only that, but he's starting out training camp, from what I heard, on the PUP list. So the injury, the tweak that he got in rookie mini camps, I guess it's a little more serious than what we expected, because everybody was saying how he'll be ready for training camp. He's ready to go now. And then as we get closer, it's not looking like that. Is this the Danielle Hunter tweak 2.0? That's what it's seeming like. You feel me? That's what it's seeming like, but I don't know, man. We're going to see what actually transpires. I got to say this, man. I look at the wide receiver room as KJ Osborne is going to be number 2. That's number 2 right now. That's just what it looks like. I mean, let's just be real. KJ Osborne is number 2 until further notice. We have Justin Jefferson. No battle there. Number 3, that's where the battle is going to start, okay? The battle is going to start because I believe Jalen Nailor actually is going to apply some pressure on somebody, man. Jalen Nailor will definitely apply some pressure on somebody. Somebody is going to have to beat him out of potential wide receiver 3 spot. at the beginning of the season. Now, until we figure out what Addison's going on, I think KJ will probably slide down, Addison will move up to 2, or vice versa, Addison number 3, KJ stay number 2. I would not be surprised if KJ Osborne stays the number 2 wide receiver. And as fans, we shouldn't be surprised, bro. Like, there's always next year for Addison to become the number 2 if he pans out. He can't be number 2 right away. And he already slipping, dog, like for real. And, you know, really small dude, man, already showing that he's getting hurt, man. You ain't even got the pads on yet. You feel me? But we'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens, man. Prayers for him. I hope he gets healthy. All right. Then we ain't going to talk about every position group, man. You know what I mean? Because I want to do another video before training camp actually starts later in the week. But we'll talk about defensive backs. All right, defensive backs, right? We know we got Murphy. Murphy absolutely going to be starting. Who's going to be starting on the other side? Which, I don't know. Murphy might even slide in the slot, but we'll have to see. I think he'll be better and more beneficial as a outside cornerback. And I know Brian Flores mix up some looks and things like that. That's understandable, but I think he needs to be particularly on the outside. Who's going to play the other side? So far, they're saying, I was reading on Minnesota, the Vikings.com thing, where they're saying, hey, as of now, the choice is probably going to be Andrew Booth Jr. Andrew Booth Jr. is the one that Kwesi, Kevin O'Connell, I'm sure Brian Flores, they feel like, hey, he was a high enough draft pick the year before where, hey, he needs to pan out, man. He needs to be the guy that steps in and holds it down. He has, you know, a lot of capital buried into him being a second round pick. Like, you need to do something, bro. We didn't spend a second round pick on you for you to sit on the bench. Like, that's just not what it's about. You know, now Caleb Evans, hey, listen, being a 4th, 5th round pick, hey, listen, if you happen to be a starter, that's just a blessing. But that's not what the intentions were. You know what I mean? The intentions were for the 2nd round pick to be the starter. I mean, that's just how it works. That's just how the business works, right? And you got guys that are later round picks that happen to beat out that 2nd round. And that's okay. We can accept that. If it happens, it happens. But that's not what the intentions are. So Andrew Booth Jr., I expect him to play on the other side. What do we need him to do? We need him to stay healthy. Stay healthy, man. Give us a year, man. Let us see you flourish into that player that we expect you to be, man. Like, if you get injured again, it's going to be a done. It's done for. It's done for. I don't want to talk about it no more. I'm not trying to hear about him no more. I'm going to be done for it, man. Y'all know how I'm getting. You know what I mean? I'm giving him the Irv Smith treatment. It's over with, right? So that's what we need, man. We got Mekhi Blackman. They said he might can battle for that slot position. I don't know, man. To me, I think Cameron Bynum might actually battle for that slot position too, man. And I've said that in a video in the past. I think Cameron Bynum could actually bring us some value playing the slot cornerback, man. He played it in college. Let's see what he can do, man. Let him battle. That would be fun, and you're not losing anything. Because when it comes to the safety position, Josh Metellus, I know he's going to turn up this year. That's my boy coming out of Michigan, man. Rock with him heavy, and dog is a baller. We got Lewis Seen. Lewis Seen, you have the same pressure as Andrew Booth Jr. You were Kwesi's very first pick ever as a GM, 1st round pick at that, and you need to come in and make it happen, bruh. Like, you need to be good. I'm gonna just keep it real, man. That's just what comes with being a 1st round pick, man. You have to be good. You don't have to be great. We ain't gonna put that much pressure on you, but you have to be a competent player, bruh. Like, as fans, we want to see that. We expect to see that. All right. So number 6, let's get it, Lewis. And I'm ready to see the hype about stacking bodies, this, that, and the 4th. Like, I'm ready to see it. It's time. It's time. And it's about to happen. Within 6 days, man, it's about to happen. I can't wait. Right. I want to just start seeing things unfold how we expect. You know what I'm saying? I want to see it unfold how we expect. And the last group, man, I'm going to talk about, man, before we get up out of here, is I want to talk about the defensive line, particularly the edge rushers. Who is going to be getting to the quarterback? Now, we know that we have Danielle Hunter's contract out there that's just throwing a monkey wrench in the plans, right? Is he going to be a Viking? Is he going to play for the Vikings? We don't know. Who's going to step up and fill that void? Because I'm going to tell you right now, like I've said before, you know, Patrick Jones, I like. DJ Wanham, I like. But none of them are going to bring you what Danielle Hunter brings you, right? Now, y'all also know that there's a couple young players I like. Ivan Pace Jr. in particular. If Brian Flores can figure out a way to use him, now these 2 separate positions, but if Brian Flores can figure out a way to use Ivan Pace Jr., you know what I'm saying, to get to the quarterback, like really utilize him, man, we can be in for something, man. We can definitely be in for something. And I'm excited to see what he can do with Ivan Pace Jr., all right? Because I think Ivan Pace can bring us a lot of just great plays on the field, man, when it comes to getting to the quarterback in particular. Like, getting to the quarterback, like, that is your job. Your job. We're not asking you to cover nobody. You know what we're asking you to do? Go sack the quarterback. Because it seemed like you showed that you can do that in college, and that's what we expect for you to do in the NFL, especially if we're losing the main guy that usually gets to the quarterback. We need somebody to help, and it's going to take 2 or 3 guys to make up for what we're going to lose in Danielle Hunter, say that he doesn't play for the Minnesota Vikings. You feel me? So those are some interesting battles, some interesting things that I'm looking forward to seeing come next Saturday, which next Saturday is going to be really like a walkthrough. But then the following Monday, man, July 31st, that's when it's really going to get down to the nitty gritty. And I'm excited to see these battles. Can't wait to see videos coming out and can't wait to start pumping out the content, man. It's time now. All right, now Triple P and everybody else part of the family, Purple and SKOL, everybody, right? It's time. We are about to start cranking up videos. Make sure y'all are active in the comments, hitting the like button, all of that, man. Let's grow this shit some more. Yeah, feel me? Let me know how y'all feel down in the comments. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, smooth summer, who running? I hear them talking, but they ain't gonna do nothing. Celebration, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.